Good day, students. Today we will going to learn another math lesson, and that is rate, base, and percentage. In today's lesson, we will going to find out the base, the rate, and the percentage of a given number. But before we start our lesson, let us first unlock some key terms. When we say base, it represents the whole quantity or the totality. When we say rate, it is a part of a base that comes with a percent sign. So everything that we can see that has a percent sign in our lesson is our rate. And percentage is the same part of our whole as the rate, and it also gives the value of the rate. So let us have an example here. In a class of 40 pupils, 60% are girls and the rest are boys. So how many girls are there in the class? And this problem asks us to answer the question, what is 60% of 40? Let us analyze the numbers that are given. 60% carries the percent sign, so it is the rate. So always remember, the number that carries the percent sign is our rate. And in this case, that is 60%. 40 is the total number of pupils. So since it is the totality of the whole, 40 here is our base. The equivalent of 60% is yet unknown, and the equivalent of 60% is our percentage. Since we don't have the percentage, we will find it using the percentage formula of P is equal to R times P, wherein P stands for percentage, R stands for the rate, and B stands for the base. So P is equal to R times P. If the question becomes what percent of 40 is 24, then we are looking for the rate. And the formula used to find the value of the rate is R is equal to P divided by B, wherein R stands for the rate, P stands for the percentage, and B stands for our base. When the question becomes 24 is 60% of what number? Now in this question, it asked of what number? And we are looking for the totality. Then the formula for this one is B is equal to P divided by R. So we're looking for the base here since we are looking for the totality. And again, B stands for the base, P stands for the percentage, and R stands for the rate. And here are our percentage formula. For the percentage, it is P is equals to R times B. For the rate, R is equals to P divided by B. For the base, it's P is equal to P divided by R. So let us remember the percentage formula because we will going to use this percentage formula for the different topics or questions that we will going to answer in this activity. Now, this time, let us identify the rate, the base, and the percentage using the table below. In this table, we have here the problem, the rate, the base, and the percentage. So we will going to identify the following numbers according to rate, base, and percentage. So we have here the number one question, what is 16% of 80? 16% here, 16% carries the percent sign, so it means to say that 16% is our rate. Always remember, the number that carries the percent sign is always the rate. 16% of 80. So 80 here signifies the totality, the total number. So since 80 is the total number, then 80 is our base. And 16%, we're going to find the 16% of 80, and we're looking for the percentage. So I'll just going to put n, a variable n, because we still don't know the value of the percentage. For number 2 question, 18 is what percent of 20? So 18 here is already our percentage. And the 20 here is what percent of 20? 20 signifies the total number or the totality. Since 20 is the total number, then 20 is our base. And we're looking for the percent. So we're looking for, very good, that is the rate. So rate is equal to n. Let's go to the number 3 question. 75% of what number is 75? Okay, so the first number here carries the percent sign, the 75%. Since 75 carries the percent sign, so it means to say 75% is our rate. And 75% of what number is 75? 75 here signifies the value of 75%. So 75 here is our percentage. And the question is of what number? So since we're looking for what number, we're referring to the total number. So we're looking for the base. So base is equal to n. Okay. Now, let's go to number 4 question. What is 30% of 60? 30%, it carries the percent sign, so it is the rate. 60 is the total number, and we're looking for the 30% of 60. 60 is the total number, so 60 is our base. And we're looking for the percentage or the value of this 30%. Okay, now let's go to the number 5 question. 9 is what percent of 12? 9 is what percent of 12? So 9 here is already the percentage. So 9 is our percentage. And the 12 here signifies the total number, since we're looking for the percent from the total number of 12. So 12 is our base. And we're looking for the percent. So rate is equivalent to n. Now this time, let us identify now the value of rate, base, and percentage using our formula. So we have here, for number 1 question, what is 20% of 80? So for this one, we are looking for the percentage. And since we're looking for the percentage formula is P is equals to R times B, or rate times base. So let us substitute the given. By the way, before anything else, our rate here is 20%, right? So we cannot use or we cannot put 20% in our formula since it is in percent. So we really need to change this one first into decimal. So always remember that percent is equal to 100. Percent is equal to 100, or per 100, or over 100. So we can write 20 here as 20 over 100, or 20%, or 20 over hundreds. Or we can write, or we can divide 20 divided by 100, so that we can get the answer of 0.20. Or the easiest way to find the decimal of a percent is just we're going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So for this one, 20%, the decimal point of 20 here in 20% is just here in the right of 0. We're just going to move our decimal point 2 places to the left. So we're going to move 1, 2. And 20% in decimal, that is 0.20. So after we convert the percent into decimal, then we could now put the following in our formula. So we have here 0.20, which is our rate, multiply it by 80, which is our base. And 20 or 0.20 times 80, the answer is 60. So the value of n here is 60. Okay, so again, in finding the percentage, we need to change the rate in decimal. How to change it in decimal? We can divide it by 100, or the easiest way is we're just going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Okay, so that is how we find the value of a percentage using our percentage formula. P is equals to R times P. Now, this time, we're going to find the value of the rate. In our second question, 18 is what percent of 20? Okay, so in this case, we were going to use the rate formula, which is R is equals to P divided by B, wherein P is equal to 18 divided by B, which is 20. So let us divide 18 divided by 20. Always remember that we cannot divide 18 to 20 because 18 is lesser than 20. So we're going to add a decimal point and add 0. If we add a decimal point, we need also to align the decimal point in our quotient. After that one, we could now start dividing. 180 divided by 20, the answer is 9. 9 times 20, that is 180. And 180 minus 180, the answer is 0. Okay, now, since our answer should be in rate, okay, and rate carries the percent symbol, and percent means 100. So in this case, the 0.9 here, the decimal 0.9, we were going to convert this one again into percent. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Okay, so if we're going to move 2 places to the right, let us move 1 and 2, and then just affix 0 and put our percent sign. So for this one, since we move the decimal point 2 places to the right, 1, 2, and add the percent sign, so we got the answer of 90%. So the value of R here is 90%. Okay, the next thing here is our number 3 question. 75% of what number is 75? Now in this case, we're looking for the base, and the formula used for the base is B is equals to P divided by R. So P, let us substitute the following. B is equals to the value of P, which is 75, divided by 0.75. I'll just move the decimal point here. I'll just get the percent symbol here and move the decimal point 2 places to the left. That's why we have here 0.75. Okay, I already changed the percent into decimal, and that is 0.75. Okay, so after this one, I divide 75 divided by 0.75. Okay, so for this one, we could not divide, or we cannot divide a decimal to a whole number, but the thing that we're going to do is that we will going to move our decimal point to the right. Okay, let us move the decimal point to the right. 1, 2. Since we move the decimal point to the right, 2 places to the right, we will going to move also the decimal point of 75, which is here, 2 places to the right also. So 1, 2, and then affix 2 zeros. So after this one, After we move now the decimal point and add 0, we could now start dividing. 75 divided by 75, that is 1. 1 times 75, that is 75. 75 minus 75, that is 0. So, bring down 0. 0 divided by 75, that is 0. 0 times 75, that is 0. And 0 minus 0 is 0. Now let us bring down the last 0. 0 divided by 75, that is 0. And 0 times 75 is 0. And lastly, 0 minus 0 is 0. Now, for the value of our base is equal to 100. Okay, so n here is equivalent to 100. So again, always remember our percentage formula. If we're looking for the percentage, then the formula is P is equal to R times B. If we're looking for the rate, then the formula used is R is equal to P divided by B. And if we're looking for the base, then the formula that we're going to use is B equal to P divided by R. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for giving me your time. And please continue learning math. And if you have question, please write it in the comment section below. Thank you everyone and have a nice day.